You know, I always wanted to do a live show. I always pay attention, Amanda. I always wanted to do a live show, and I wanted to always start it like this. Hello, baby. It's the Big Bopper speaking, baby. That would be me. Oh, you sweet thing. That's right. Will I what? Oh, baby, you know what I like. Chili lace, had a pretty face, and a ponytail, swinging round, walking the gig. I always wanted to start like that. Okay, I owe everybody an apology. There are people out there begging, please never do that again. I always wanted to start the show saying, hello, baby. Are you alive in there?
I'm just letting you have your moment.
Let me have my moment. So, I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live. Don't forget, we're the only live online morning show. Folks, if you would like to text our show while it's going on, it's 706-889-9700, chief@fetchyournews.com. You can email us. And you can follow us on Twitter @FetchYourNews, @FYNTV.com. All of the above. Okay, now look, we're going to open up a little different, okay? The show a little different because I have to tell you, you know, I get some mornings I get up at 3 a.m., 3:45. 4:10, you know, it all depends. All right. So this morning I get up early enough to watch, or in the background. I put in the background some of the morning shows. I mean, they got some real winners at 3:30 in the morning doing the up all night news and stuff like that. But everything I listened to in the background this morning, this was the closing of the bottom of the half hour or the last segment done. And you know what? I want to start my day out a little different, and I want to make it my top story. And I'm going to tell you why, because I go over to MSNBC. Now, don't get all upset with me. But I go over there at 6 a.m., and I'm thinking, today is the day. There's so much evidence. Today is the day that Minka and Joe are going to look at the world, okay, and say, we apologize. No, they're going to look at the American people and say, we apologize to you. We have been lying to you all along. There's enough documentation to show that the deep state is real, and Hillary should be in prison. Okay, no, I'm serious. Okay, so I'm thinking today's got to be that day. When is that day now? All right? But instead, they open up, after all the evidence, after so much breaking news, after the news of a budget, okay? They open up with the not ridiculous, because I'm going to get to that in a minute. I don't want to call this particular situation ridiculous. And I thought to myself, oh my God. So here's what my opening is, folks. This is my opening, because I want to get it out of the way. I know how that sounds. It sounds mean. I want to get it out of the way because I do not want to get caught. Amanda, I don't want to get caught being sensitive. I don't want to get caught with people feeling that, you know, there's a soft side to me. You know what I'm saying, Amanda?
Yeah, you're pretty sensitive, though.
What?
Yeah. I don't know. In the production room, you are.
I can't. That's it. Kill the mic. Unplug it. Anyhow, let's open with this. Let's get serious for a minute, okay? Just go back and forth between the two pictures. Lucas, the Gerber baby, okay? And I'm serious, I got to do this without getting all teared up, okay? Because every year, okay, every year Gerber, there's a contest, and they announce this year's Gerber baby. And Lucas was just named the 2018 Gerber baby. He has Down syndrome. Okay, I'm serious. I got to push the tears back from my eyes. The 2018 Gerber baby was named this morning. This is yesterday, and his name is Lucas Warren, the first child with Down syndrome to receive the honor. Essentially, America's cutest baby. That's what the Gerber baby contest is. They try to find the cutest baby, Gerber baby food, the 1-year-old from where? Dalton, Georgia. So Lucas, congratulations to you and your parents. You are the Gerber baby. It just really makes all of us smile this year. The 1-year-old from Dalton, Georgia was selected the 2018 Gerber spokesbaby for more than 140,000 photos submitted. His mother, Courtney Warner, entered Lucas in a contest when a relative mentioned the Gerber put out an annual call for adorable babies. All right. He wins, the Warners win a $50,000 prize, and in addition to Lucas's new title, will be featured on Gerber's social media channels throughout the year. He is the 8th winner of the Gerber baby photo search. Dalton, Georgia. Congratulations, Lucas. And, your smile is just lighting up my day. Now, the second story I want to start with before we get to all of the other stuff that's out there, okay? Jim Irsay, I think that's his name. Pull it up there. Jim Irsay is the owner of the I wanted to say Baltimore Colts. How about that, folks? That's generational. Don't go there. Jim Irsay is the owner of the Indianapolis Colts. Now, a viewer sent me this notice about 5 minutes before the show closed yesterday, and I could not get to it because the fact of what took place, let me get this out of the way first. Colts owner Jim Irsay to pay for funeral expenses for linebacker and the Uber driver killed in the crash. The owner of the Indianapolis Colts will pay the funeral expenses of an Uber driver and the Colts player who was killed in a drunk driving crash Sunday morning. Okay, now wait a minute, stay with the story because there's two things I want to bring up here. Okay, Jeffrey Monroe, 54, was working as an Uber driver and linebacker Edwin Jackson, 26, was his passenger. At some point, Jackson became sick, so Monroe pulled over on the side of I-70 just west of Holt Road shortly after 4 a.m., where they were standing outside of the car when Manuel or whatever, Savalia or whatever, 37, he's 37 years old, drove a black F-150 onto an emergency shoulder and struck the rear of the car as well as the victims. Police say that he was intoxicated and driving without a license. Court documents show a breath test was administered at the scene, and he tested at a 0.239% blood alcohol content, okay? This is about 3 times the legal limit of 0.8%. He tried to flee the scene, but was captured shortly after. Police said he is an undocumented immigrant who is in the country illegal and has previously been deported twice. Now, there's 2 things I want to do opening the story up. Is it took to the 5th paragraph, the description to begin with. It took, if you're reading this and you're just going to read a couple paragraphs, all you really pick up is they got killed by a drunk driver. It takes 5 paragraphs to get into this. The second thing is the media continually says, our political correctness, an undocumented immigrant, okay? You know, I'm pretty tired of that comment. I'm not going to go too deep because I'm not going to get worked up because I'm using this as a good story. But Jim Irsay, and put up the picture. Let's put up the picture this morning of Edwin. Is it Edwin Jackson? All right, Edwin Jackson. I think I have his picture. And Jeffrey Monroe is the Uber driver that pulled over on the side of the road, okay? Killed by an illegal, deported twice in this country, drunk driver. Did I have one in Moreau or I didn't send his? That's okay if I didn't send it. I didn't know if I sent it or not, all right? Jim Irsay, the owner of the Colts, is going to pay for the funeral expenses. But none of this is highlighted on MSNBC this morning, so I understand that. I just want to get past that. Now let's go to our next story. Let's go to our next story, okay? You have the picture of Nancy Pelosi on the floor of the House. Now, Nancy Pelosi set a record yesterday. She set a couple records, okay? I think this is the longest speech given on the floor of the House of Representatives since 1909. What did she talk for? Nancy, let me get to that. Nancy spoke for what? 9 hours, 8 hours, okay? Nancy Pelosi's speech, all right? 8 hours and something, whatever it may be. Set a record. One, she set a record for the length of the speech, and two, she set a record for the craziest person to ever give that length of speech on the floor. I don't know who is their advisors. When you get up to like 195 million and 197 million, Nancy Pelosi's worth about 190 some million dollars. When you get up to that amount of money, you lose all contact with Earth. Some people do. Totally, completely all contact with Earth, okay? And I don't know who said to her, you know what, I think what you ought to do is you ought to go out and talk for 8 solid hours. So everybody can just take clips of what you say and put it in commercials and say, this is who you want to be the next Speaker of the House. Now, the lady next to her can't keep her eyes open. She's bored to death. But there's two things in this story. I do not want to dwell on Nancy Pelosi, all right? But I do want to play one crazy clip. Sorry to say that way. Don't get upset with me. Don't get upset with me. But I want to play one crazy clip, okay, of Nancy Pelosi this morning. But what I also want to say is I was watching MSNBC, and I wonder if CNN, okay, will bring the doctor on. What's the doctor's name? I don't know. Anyhow, I wonder if they will set up a team of panelists and get a psychiatric team. I wonder if CNN's working on a segment right now of a full psychiatric team to review this 8 hours and start breaking down the early signs of dementia in Nancy Pelosi. Well, they did in Donald Trump. They diagnosed Donald Trump. I mean, CNN put panelists together and they had a psychiatric analysis of Donald Trump, early dementia. They had somebody on there. These are definitely signs. This is definitely a sign. Watch this. This is a sign. And they did a psychiatric analysis of Donald Trump on CNN, his cognitive functions, right? Remember? And his psychiatric analysis for early dementia. I wonder if CNN, I'm just wondering, it's one of those things, and I know you're wondering too, if CNN's putting a panel together. Well, let's play the clip that maybe they can analyze to see if she has just gone bat blank crazy. You got that clip? That was your cue. That was your cue. What took place? What took place? All right, we're back. Hold on. I mean, just had a little difficulty with the video. She'll let me know when we're back. Sorry, folks. So, are we going to be able to get it back, or you need me to move on? Okay, she has to work on that. So I'm gonna come back to the Nancy Pelosi in just a minute once we get that cleared up. Don't forget now, at 8:30 is Carla's Corner. Carla will be here at 8:30, and at 9 o'clock, okay, we're going to talk about. At 9 o'clock, we're going to talk about Uranium One. Okay, we're going to talk about the emails of the email. Where we're going to talk about the emails from Lisa Page and Peter Strzok, where they admit knowing that the President of the United States, then Barack Hussein Obama, wanted to know everything going on with the investigation. Okay, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the budget. Folks, the budget, all right? I just have to tell you, all right, that makes me very nervous. Put up the picture of Mitch and Chuck, all right? Now, today is government shutdown day, all right? This picture alone should frighten all Americans, and I'm sorry to sound like that. I try to stay optimistic, okay? This picture alone should frighten every American out there. Every one of us should see Mitch McConnell and Chuck Schumer together. We should be frightened, okay, that these are the two, okay, that are telling us that they're going to avoid a government shutdown today. All right? And they're going to introduce a 2-year budget. A 2-year budget that increases spending. I thought just the other day we couldn't find, was it 800 million? Is it $800 million at the Pentagon? Or billion? I don't know. We'll look that up in a minute. But they're going to increase spending and wipe out the debt ceiling to 2019. Happy days are here again. Spend, spend, spend. You know, I'm going to give you a look in the 9 o'clock hour, the last time Republicans had both houses, had Congress and the White House, and spent more money and ran us into debt. Now, I don't want you to get confused by something. I come on here all too many times, and I do not want to get labeled a Republican. I don't want to get labeled that. God knows you people out there have several labels for me already, okay? But I don't want to get labeled a Republican, all right? So I can't come on here and just cheer all the time. I am very upset over the budget and very upset what's happening when these two people come out I do not trust and say they have a 2-year spending plan getting ready to go over to the House. We'll talk about that at 9 o'clock. Are we able to get the video back or? Okay, all right, that's okay. We'll look at that in the 9 o'clock hour. All right. We'll look at that in the 9 o'clock hour. Anyhow, let me do this, and we'll say put Pelosi's back up on the floor. Put that back up. Nancy Pelosi says yesterday in a video, all right, and we'll try to play that for you in the 9 o'clock hour. But during a speech, and I can't do it justice because I mean, obviously, Nancy gives a very passionate speech, and it's about DACA, okay? Nancy Pelosi says, this is her quote, okay? Let me read this to you. I'm reminded of my own grandson. Now, I got to get the video sooner or later because you got to hear this. I'm reminded of my own grandson. He is Irish, English, whatever, an Italian American. He is a mix. This is what this lady says. I don't know. I'm reminding my own he's Irish, English, whatever. An Italian, American. He's a mix. So her grandson is a mutt, all right? But he looks more the other Italian side of the family, shall we say. So the kid looks a little on the Italian side of the family. He's English, he's Irish, whatever. He looks a little more like the Italian side of the family. Shit, let's just say that. This is Nancy Pelosi. And when he had his 6th birthday, because see, I've only got $197 million. So when he had his 6th birthday, he had a very close friend whose name is Antonio. He's from Guatemala. I mean, what'd you take him in, Nancy? Did you take the little Guatemalan in? Dude, what are you giving me the high sign? You giving me the high sign? You got it? Okay, let's go to the video. Thanks, Amanda. I appreciate it. Let's go to the video. It'll be a lot better. It didn't work again. Okay, I'm sorry. We tried that twice. All right, let's just can that until 9 o'clock and we'll see what happened with it, all right? Do you think if you play it inside the story and not try to enlarge it, it will work? Okay, just forget it then. So Nancy says his friend is from Guatemala, Antonio. This is her grandson. And he has beautiful tan skin. He's beautiful tan skin. He has beautiful brown eyes, Antonio from Guatemala. And this was a proud day for me. Because when my grandson blew out the candles in his cake, they said, "Did you make a wish?" I said to my little grandson, "Did you make a wish?" He said yes. He made a wish. "What is your wish?" I said to my grandson, 6 years old. "Was it for a bicycle? What was your wish?" It had to be something amazing. "I wish I had brown skin and brown eyes like Antonio." So beautiful, so beautiful. I know you're getting the Kleenexes out now. You're teared all up. The beauty is in the mix. The face of the future of our country is all American, and that has many versions. "Did you make a wish?" "Yeah, I want to look like Antonio." Well, you look, Nancy, you got $197 million. I mean, take the guy to a surgeon, the kid to a surgeon for his next birthday, turn his eyes, you can get those built-in, lenses, turn the kid's eyes brown, and get the damn kid a tanning bed. I mean, what the hell? I mean, boom, Antonio, there you go. I mean, you can make all of his dreams come true. Crazy. Bat blank crazy these people are. So, they opened the show. Now, at 9 o'clock, we had Carla's Corner. So, MSNBC opened the show. Not one word about Edwin and Jim Irsay. Not one word about Nancy Pelosi. Not one word about the budget deal. All right? They ran cover for the deep state. MSNBC opened the show with Rob Porter. Now, put up a picture of Rob Porter, okay? Now, this is the opening of the top of the hour, okay? White House senior staffer resigns after domestic abuse allegations. Now, I'm not making light, in no way am I making light of domestic abuse, in no way whatsoever, okay? Rob Porter, a White House staffer, largely responsible for controlling the flow of information to President Trump. Now, this is what they opened, is resigning following allegations of domestic abuse. These are allegations, okay? 2 ex-wives have accused Porter of physical abuse, with one telling a news outlet of incidents years ago when Porter punched her in the face and choked her, okay? While another spoke of emotional abuse. Now, this is the one I like. Now, wait a minute. I didn't say I liked. Let me get this straight, Amanda, okay? All right, so make sure, if you have to go to my defense, this is one time, I want this right. One of his ex-wives accused Porter of dragging her out of the shower wet and naked across the floor. Now, who hasn't done that? Well, I mean, was that bad?
Yes, be nice.
Was that bad? No, I want to know if it was that bad?
Yes.
Okay. Amanda said that was bad, so I retract that. You didn't even hear it. No, I was just saying it for a joke. I'm not saying it for, but she says, because here's where I'm going with this, okay? Democrats love, you call a Democrat and tell them that somebody peed on a bed and you're from the middle of Russia and you get a Russian number. Like, for us, I'll just throw it out there. We're 706. So is this 706? All right, somebody local called. So Adam Schiff's sitting in the office and they look at the caller ID. They say, oh, that's Russia. Pick up the phone. They may have the pictures of Trump urinating on the bed. Now, I know you're going to say that's bad, Amanda, but am I telling the truth or not? Am I wrong? Tell me if I'm wrong.
You're right.
Right?
You're right.
And they go nuts. A Democrat will pick up the phone. They will run a top story. Oh, Porter dragged her out of the shower, wet and naked across the floor. Okay? So what they do is they open the show, all right, and they're talking about disarray in the White House again. That's it. I tell you before in this show, they have a chalkboard, all right? Okay, Russia's not working today. Let's go to dysfunctional White House. Okay, that's not working today. So every single day. So they claim in the domestic violence that there's two potential. Now, this is what got me, because we're going to talk about it now. There are two potential, you got it? Two potential ethics violations against this guy here. Really? I mean, I'm trying to do the story and be very, very serious. I look at the camera. By no means whatsoever. Domestic violence is serious in this country. Okay? Very serious. It should not be taken lightly. Okay? How about murder? Where's that on the scale? Now, I'm not saying Hillary murdered anybody. I'm not saying that. Just, people have been dying around Hillary for years. I mean, what Hillary's, what Hillary, the number one line Hillary uses on a daily basis, Amanda, is, can you get in here or not? You know what she says on a daily basis, Hillary Clinton?
What does she say?
Have you seen my black dress?
Does she?
Huh?
Does she?
Yeah, so she can go to the funeral. Oh my gosh, this is what I'm working with. I mean, where's the drum roll? No, that's Hillary Clinton. I mean, just say it, okay? Just saying. So then they go in, this is the second, the John Kelly problem. You see, what the John Kelly problem is the chief is, and then they have to put up that he is dating communications director Hope Hicks. Put the picture of Hope Hicks up. So this guy, he has to resign yesterday from the White House, and he's currently dating, wow, I'm sorry, I have to always pause when that picture comes up. Okay, Hope Hicks, communication director. Man, can that woman wear a tux? All right, anyhow, so then they're talking about the John Kelly problem, General John Kelly. Dreamers, lazy ass, get their lazy asses off the couch and go to work, all right? They made a joke this morning, an absolute joke, about Obama interfering with Hillary Clinton's investigation. All right, complete joke. It's 8:30. I can see I'm running long. We'll take a break. Next up is Carla's Corner. And right after that, we'll be back at 9 o'clock. Door is locked. Amanda, go let we'll let you in, Carla. The door is locked because Sam's not here. Sam had to do something. So we're going to take a break. Carla's Corner is next. Right after Carla's Corner, we'll get back into everything happening in D.C. Take us to break.
I've it's the truth, and I owe it all to you. I'll tell you something. This could be love, because I've had the time of my life. I've never felt like this before, 'cause I've had the time of my life.
The Tupelo Tea mission is to provide over 80 premium tea blends for tea lovers who are looking for ways to explore new flavors and blends. Come visit Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Be sure to sample our various varieties of honey and tea. Visit us on the web at tupelotea.com or call us at 706-946-TEAS. That's TEAS. Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge.
Better days ahead. 'Tis the season of huge year-end discounts at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Every 2017 and 2018 Chevy is discounted deep right now. Like $5,000 off Equinox LT from $26,750, or a whopping $10,000 off new Silverado Crew Cabs from $33,695. Unwrap huge holiday savings on every Chevy at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where we make the holidays bright.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Ah, yeah. It might be cold outside, but there's no one cooler than you. You're the man with a plan, doing your thing like only you can. You're cooking up more than just a delicious dinner for two. You're preparing that delectable dish spelled L-O-V-E. Heat things up this Valentine's Day at Ingles. Low prices, love the savings.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ella next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ella next to Walmart.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
Hey, I'm your host, BK. Hi.
Hey.
I was multitasking. It's time for, I'm your host, BKP. It's time for Carla's Corner. I have a screw loose. Now,
we all know you have a screw loose.
No, I know that. That's what I was going to say. I mean, everybody thinks I have a screw loose. Now I can prove that I'm missing a screw. All right, there it is. Okay, how are you? Okay, so it's Thursday, 8:30. Let's get this, let's get fired up.
Valentine's Day. Did you see the little thing I posted on Facebook this morning?
No, I did not.
No, you didn't even check your text message to let me in the front door. Obviously. So, I didn't send it to her. We're all having a day today. It's Thursday.
Why? I'm not having a day. Why do I
having a day 'cause
how do I get looped into your day? How do I get part
You
to
locked
be?
me out. That's how you're having
It was
a
an
day.
accident. Sam had to be somewhere this morning, and we don't have curb service to get you in. So we get you a key today. Boom! There you go. It's done.
This is my
Move
first
on.
episode without Sam, so we're gonna push through. Production has nothing to do with Sam. It's just making sure stuff gets.
No. Tell
Like
the people
unlocking
the
the door.
truth. The truth. Now, Amanda does an outstanding job. That's not the truth. No.
Nothing to do with
No.
Amanda.
That's got nothing to do. But let's tell them the truth, though. It's because you don't have backup right now. Because when Sam is here, she jumps to that mic really fast.
No, she just unlocks the door so I can come in the building and do the show.
Well, that's a start. That's a start. She does let you in. Okay.
Just so you know, I have the same rules for you as I did in teachers in college. If they get 5 minutes, they're 5 minutes late, I'm out. I'm done. I'm not going to that class today. Peace out. Moving on to the next thing. Just so you know. So this was if y'all want to see our cute little emoji thing that I did on Facebook today, you can just go to my Facebook page. But that was our Facebook this morning. Isn't that great?
Yes, that's great.
For Valentine's Day. I love your eye rolling it.
Where? Let's see.
See, you're eye rolling me.
Oh.
Which you do
Nothing.
naturally.
I get up in the morning and I say, could I be an emoji somewhere in someone's life? That's what I say. That's what I say.
You don't.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
Yeah, Amanda comes in and says, what's on tap today? And I say, well, I don't know. I've got 100 things on tap, but Lord knows I hope I'm an emoji somewhere in someone's life.
Whatever.
Hi. I'm in a great mood. Have you not picked up this is my good mood?
Sure.
Carla's Corner, Gilmer Chamber, GilmerChamber.com. Okay, today is the network lunch.
Yes.
I'm going to the network lunch.
Did you register?
Yes. Is that funny?
No, I was just going to tell you it's $12 if you didn't register.
I registered.
Just checking. Beth's sponsoring the lunch with H&R Block.
She was here yesterday.
Yeah, I saw the show yesterday.
That's right.
Always love having them come do the luncheon. They always do the best. And guess what everybody's getting on the table today?
Tell me.
If you had to guess, what free little item would be sitting at everybody's little spot today for the luncheon?
I'm
obviously not living in this world today. Little hand sanitizers. Everybody's getting hand sanitizer today.
Well, last year she put those little sponge stress blocks, and I went around the table and stole like 7 of them, and I got them everywhere.
Because you need 7 stress blocks.
Right. So I was hoping that would be on the list again.
Well, we don't really want things that everybody wants to touch. We want to keep.
Yeah, I tell you what. I tell you what. The flu. I know that's not the direction we're going. But the flu, I mean, there are schools that, there's one school locally here, north of here though, but in the region that's closing Friday and Monday to hopefully get it through, closing Friday and Monday. And I know that's been a struggle. In fact, our basketball tournament that we finished up, we had teams that could only play with 4 and teams that only had 5 that normally had 7 or 8. Because of flu, so it's been a tough one.
I think between the flu and Valentine's Day being on a Wednesday, there is just not much love this month. It's just
I have. I don't know if I should tell the whole world this. This is a moment.
I didn't know
this
Brian
is a moment.
had a filter. Did y'all know Brian had a filter?
No, I don't.
Everybody hold this moment. Brian's contemplating a filter.
No. I don't think I should. I don't know if I want to share this side of me, but
Can you drop a hint before you?
No, I'm getting to this. I'm I'm bringing this in because this is a real
I feel like we should light
this is a
fire
real
and somebody off.
This is a real Dr. Phil moment. I'm getting ready to tell you something.
If Dr. Phil needs Dr. Phil,
Can I tell you this happens every week? I'm getting all. She tells me I'm sensitive, so I'm trying to get to this. All right, but let me get to this. Right, I'm really bringing this in. I'm trying to set it up. I have feelings. I have feelings too.
Yeah,
I'm a
they used to
person.
have 4-letter words and volume control.
I have feelings. You know, I'm a person too, and I don't appreciate. I'm doing this on live TV. I'm looking at the camera. I don't appreciate what you put your daughter up to last Saturday. I don't appreciate that. It hurt my feelings.
I didn't bring her to it.
She's my little friend, and I came
didn't
up
put her up to that.
because I always come up and and she played a great basketball game.
Completely natural opinion.
No, it wasn't.
No, she watches the show.
You hurt my feelings.
She saw you at the game, not last week.
And I announced you as a star. I said to everybody that the place is packed, and I said, folks, I don't know if you realize.
Nothing to do with me.
The star of Carla's Corner is in the house. Carla's up there trying to hide under a hat because she's one of those big stars that, like in the airport, you were wearing a hat.
I was incognito.
Yeah, so but I pointed her out, and
I was doing Wine About Winter Weekend, so I was like, chill.
And then she put the kid up because she knows I love the kids.
She totally,
it hurt
100%. That was her opinion, and she wanted to share it with you. She's been wanting to share that with you since last weekend. So she watches the show. This is Haley we're talking about. And those of you that know Haley, she is very free-flowing with her thoughts and opinions, sort of like other people we know. Anyway, I was referring to myself, just so you know.
No, nobody picked up on that.
So, we had she watches the show. Well, she had a basketball game not last weekend, but the weekend before, the first weekend of the tournament. And she saw Brian. She comes up to me after the game. She goes, he needs a haircut. I never said a word. Did not even instigate that comment. So at the next game, she made a point to go to him and say, you need a haircut.
No, that's not exactly what happened. Oh. If you're going to tell a story, you should say exactly what happened.
Well, then go right ahead.
So,
Brian's version of the story.
Yeah, let's get my version, okay, of the memo. This is my version of the memo, okay? I went up to, I go up to all the kids. Like, last Saturday was a lot of fun, okay?
You did more last Saturday than you did the weekend before.
All right, so last Saturday, I try to go up to all the kids before they leave and say hello and great game and everything like that because we're there. So I go to my little friend, okay, and I'm like wanting to say great game, great hustle, and I go up and I say great game. I really enjoyed watching you play basketball. I said I really enjoyed watching you play basketball. What do I get? You need a haircut. Oh, I know where that came from.
That's how strongly she felt about her opinions. Plus, she just lost. So you don't go up to somebody that's lost the game and say, by the way, great game. You say, good job, sorry you lost. Great game, loser.
All right, moving right on. Don't hit the table. I have rules here. We have rules. Follow the rules.
Excuse me.
Okay.
I have yet to see you follow my rules. So.
He's sensitive.
So we're having quite the Valentine's Day conversation, so let's get back to that.
Yeah, so back to Valentine's Day. Unfortunately, it is on a Wednesday this year, but it can make for 2 weekends of fun. So there's lots of events happening.
Well, I have a question. Will the audience wants to know. This is the audience wants to know. They're inquiring minds, and they want to know. Out of the 2 weekends, will you get wine in both of them when you're done?
Woo! This girl drank a lot of wine last weekend.
Easy, Sip. It's a family show.
Wine About Winter weekend in LJ. I hit all 4 vineyards. Had a great time. I think Sunday.
And I need a haircut.
Sunday by 2 o'clock, I had at Fannin Goat I had tried all the different wine infused coffees. I had tried 3 different reds. I mean, it was a good day. I mean,
it was a good day.
It was a great day. So, but it was funny. It was Sunday night. My dad came up and he brought a bottle of wine. I was just like, I'm out. Like, I'm tapped out. I can't do it anymore. Like, I've been doing this for 3 solid days at 4 vineyards.
So wait a minute. Carla just admitted on the air she went on a 3-day drunk. I mean, we had this on recording. 3 days.
It was an event that you're supposed to go take.
Is that what they're calling it now?
Yes.
Is that what they're calling a 3-day binge? An event?
Binge. I was sober. Last night I got some wine though. Listen, I've been on a budget. So I got some budget wine, and this budget wine was not fit for drinking. It was terrible.
So you had to drill. You had to drill down our great vineyards in North Georgia, and that's one thing I am very proud of.
They're great.
They are. I mean, they're first class. Okay, but you had to drill down, and you had to step back, and you had to get the old box out.
Oh, I wish it was box wine. This was worse than box wine. It had this pretty Italian label. I'm like, this is gonna be some good stuff. No, no.
So nobody told you about Freight Train or Mad Dog 2020 when you were a kid. Mad Dog 2020 is not good wine.
That's not wine. That's malt liquor.
Is it? I don't know what it is.
Well, it's a malt beverage. Anyway. So back to Valentine's Day. So if you go to our website and go to explorethelojs.com, we have our Valentine's Day blog posted. And we shared this last year, and it was a huge hit, and everybody loved this story, so we kept it this year. But for those of you that will love a love story, this one, love a great love story, we have this iconic figure in LJ that has a beautiful story behind it. If you've never went to Fort Mountain State Park and hiked up to the tower, there is a heart-shaped rock that's built into the structure of the tower. And the story behind it is that during the Great Depression, the Civilian Conservation Corps was tasked with building a 38-foot fire tower on top of Fort Mountain. A young stonemason named Arnold Bailey led the team while missing his sweetheart back home. To show his love, he carved a heart-shaped stone and centered it above a window. His romantic gesture must have won Margaret Reese's heart because they were married for 59 years until his death in 1994. So it's kind of a sweet story. You can hike up there, you can see the stone heart, and that's a great Valentine's Day idea. You can go get a picnic lunch, go to Fort Mountain State Park, enjoy the hiking trails, see the tower. They also have some great overlooks over there. So that's our little elegy.
Okay, all right. That touched me, brought a tear to my eye. Now move on.
Well, and I was also going to mention, since we were talking about wine, they have, you don't see them this time of year, but in the summer, if you're ever at the vineyards, look at the Norton vines. All of the leaves on the Norton vines are heart-shaped. I never noticed it till last summer. Every leaf is like a heart. They're little hearts, and they have little veins in them, and it's very, very sweet. So anyway, if you decide you want to go to Fort Mountain State Park, a romantic getaway idea is to stay at our beautiful bed and breakfast up on the mountain, the Overlook Inn. They have rooms with hot tubs and private porches, and they do breakfast, like a 3-course breakfast. Like, it's a delicious breakfast, beautiful views up there, great place to go for a romantic getaway. There's also Blue Sky Cabin Rentals is offering a Valentine's Day add-on. So if you book with Blue Sky for Valentine's Day for a weekend, you can either do the weekend before or the weekend after, or just do the whole week, whatever you want to do. But they have a add-on package. You can get a dozen roses, a flower petal setup in the master bedroom, sparkling cider, and a box of hot chocolates. A box of chocolates. I like my chocolate hot. Sorry. Anyway. There's also the Martin House is offering a Valentine's Day special. You can stay in the studio or the farmhouse. Call them. They're also including breakfast at the farm and breakfast at the coffee house for a weekend stay. It's a great little getaway. A Lot Say, which is another one of our glamping cool places.
What?
A Lot Say. It's they're the ones that have like the Airstreams, the modified Airstreams that you can stay in, and then they have the Geodome. Those are not available in the winter, just because obviously it's kind of cold to be camping. But they have their little cabin on the farm that you can rent for a little private, secluded weekend getaway, and all the cute little animals are there, the pond's there. It's a great place for a little nice private getaway for the weekend. Forest Hills Resort is also offering a weekend getaway. They have elopement packages. They're going to have a Valentine's Day dinner.
They have what packages?
Elopement.
Continue.
Elopement.
I'm trying to stay quiet so you can get all of this out.
Those are some of our romantic weekend getaway ideas. If you want to just get away for the weekend. Of course, our vineyards are all doing something special, but I want to mention one in particular. I'm gonna mention them all because they've all got some little chocolate cup pairings. Chateau Marjorie's has their Italian dinner, but it's sold out. But this is my favorite. Fannin Goat's gonna have a kissing booth. Guess who's passing out kisses? Little puppy Piper. I got to play with her this past weekend. She's like this big, and she has puppy breath. So you need to go to Fannin Goat this weekend and get puppy kisses from Piper for Valentine's Day. I think it's this weekend. Hold on. It's on here. Is it this weekend? 10th and 11th. Yeah, this weekend. You get puppy kisses this weekend from Piper. So they're going to have a dessert bar, an interactive dessert bar, wine tastings, a kissing booth, their coffee bar, live music. No reservations required for this, so definitely check out Fannin Goat. Like I said, there you can't miss Piper in the little kissing booth. It's going to be so cute. I'm just glad it's not the goats. I thought it was going to be the goats, but it's not the goats. It's the little puppy, and she's precious. Carter Cay Vineyards is going to have their port-style dessert wine, Chimney Delight, with a chocolate tulip cup. February 9th through the 18th, so you can go starting this weekend all the way through next weekend and do that. Smokehouse Country Grill, which is in Easttown, right next to Easttown Cinemas, they're doing a special dinner for two. Gonna be a great dinner. It's $14.99 per person. Rosemary glazed pork tenderloin, hamburger steak. All the details are on our website, but it's definitely a good dinner for two. And then I got some special date night ideas. We know what movies are going to be playing at Easttown Cinemas.
What's playing?
For Valentine's Day, they will have Forever My Girl, which is obviously the go-to date night movie. But when I talked to Jeremy, he texted me back and said, but I think Peter Rabbit would be the better go-to date night. So Peter Rabbit's going to be playing, and if you can't get a date night away from the kids, take the kids and everybody go see Peter Rabbit. And then you can go to Papa's Pizza, and they have heart-shaped pizzas. You can get a heart-shaped pizza at Papa's Pizza. Southern Flair Antiques and Interior is doing a great date night thing. It's a make-and-take project. You and your special someone can come and make a project together and take it home with you. So that's a cool date night. And the Gilmore Arts actually has an event this weekend and an event next weekend. So you can do either weekend, whichever works for you. This weekend's their best series with the guitarist I think it's Doyle Dykes. I have it on here. I don't know why I'm not reading it. Yeah. And then next weekend, you remember E.B. Reese, Cole?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
She's having a homecoming. So she's going to be performing next weekend at Gilmore Arts. It's her homecoming performance. So you can get tickets for that. So have you ever seen dueling pianos? You've never seen dueling pianos? Okay. So, Dueling Pianos is amazing and awesome, and I highly recommend you take me up on this and go see this. February 15th, River Street Tavern is going to have dueling pianos. And the players will be Maddie, who's amazing. I got to watch him this weekend at Carter Cay Vineyards, and Craig McGriff. From 5:30 to 9:30, dueling pianos. You do not want to miss this. You need to go to this. It's amazing. You need to see dueling pianos.
I don't think he understands what dueling pianos are.
Oh, thank you. Would you like to explain?
It's when two piano players play side by side.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Dueling. I missed that. I missed something about dueling pianos and pianos being plural and dueling. You know, I thought I would never figure it out.
You look confused, so I was offering some help.
It wasn't a news show. It's not a news show, so I don't.
Another great date idea. Some of our newest members, Appalachian Trail Rides, is offering some special horseback riding options for you and your special someone. Reach out to them. Abby's Ice Cream and Frozen Yogurt is going to have a family Valentine's Day party on February 10th from 1 to 4. And then obviously every year we have to talk about this. North Georgia Diamond, great place to go get a gift idea. You heading over there later?
Yeah, well, get to the point.
I'm hoping Lisa's done what she should do and go and eyeball things so that when someone goes over there,
Oh, you know that's a dirty trick. They do it.
We do it every year, Lisa.
That's a dirty trick. Here, let me get it. They guys, they think you don't have it figured out. So you go in over there, right, and you say, well, I need to North Georgia Diamond. Love these people, great people, but you go over there and you say, well, I don't know. But the salesperson that's working with you,
they always know.
Okay, they know. So what happens, guys, is the wife, the girlfriend, whatever, they go in the week before and they set it all up, right? This is the deal, right there. So then you go in. And they leave a picture of you, so oh, there, he's here. So you go in.
Do that.
Yeah, they do. And then it's all set up. So then you go in and you say, I don't know, she might. The salesperson starts walking down the glass counter and just stops, doesn't say anything. And you talk to the salesperson there. That's where they'll meet you. And you keep looking down. That's it. I'm on to it. We're on to you. The gig, it's up.
The point is that you do the right thing. Make good choices, people.
It's up. I know how they operate now. I know their deal. I even go in there now and say, why don't you just go stand where I'm supposed to be looking,
What about flowers?
What about them?
You got to get flowers for Valentine's Day.
Why? I want to know why.
You probably get flowers at Ingles because you're like there every 5 minutes.
So?
Just so y'all know, if you ever need Brian, just go to Ingles. He's always there.
I like the soup.
Hey, do you know they have gelato?
Yes, I do.
I had no idea they had gelato.
Oh, yes, I do.
Cotton candy gelato and bubblegum gelato.
Yes.
Strawberry gelato.
And apple pie.
Yeah, they have gelato. Sorry, I had no idea they had gelato until last night.
Yeah. Chinese food, sandwiches, fried chicken, soup. You want the whole list? I got the list.
Lisa just texted me and said, hey, I went to eye something for Christmas and it didn't work, so for Valentine's Day I'm eyeing a new man.
Did that crack you up?
That is awesome.
Did that crack you up?
That was great. I'm dying. I wish we had some kind of graphic of a broken heart we could just like make it fall to the side of the screen like.
Was that funny?
Yeah.
I'm glad you enjoyed that. Folks, this is Carla's Corner and all the activities.
Hometown florist.
Flowers. We don't want to forget flowers. This is Carla's Corner every Thursday at 8:30, and everything.
It's a long list.
Every event and every special is on the GilmerChamber.com website.
Just go to Explore the LJs on.
This is my turn.
On the page. I'm trying to tell them where to find it. If you go to GilmerChamber.com, click on Explore the LJs, and the Valentine's Day post will be right there where you can see it. So you can click on it, and all of the stuff is there.
Calendar events, Explore the LJs, Valentine's list of every single thing going on in North Georgia that you can, flowers, the wineries, just the list goes on. Great places for dinner, romantic giveaway, you name it, it's there at GilmerChamber.com. Today is the Gilmer Chamber Network Lunch. And can't wait for that. That's hosted by H&R Block. Beth Bennett's H&R Block today.
Next Tuesday.
What is next Tuesday?
Next Tuesday is our Business Connections at Expedition Bigfoot.
Yes, that's right. Business Connections next Tuesday.
We're very excited about that. That is just a business networking opportunity for all businesses. You're welcome to come and join us from 4:30 to 6:30 at Expedition Bigfoot next Tuesday.
I always say, become a member of the Gilmer Chamber, but get involved. That's what I say. Anything else? Did I forget anything?
That was our Valentine's. Sorry, okay. I didn't. Oh, I forgot something.
Go ahead.
I'm going off the screen. I'll be right back. Where is it? I set it down. Oh. I got you something. Sorry, folks. I forgot this. I got Brian a Valentine. It's a little toy soldier, and it says love is a battlefield.
Love is...
And it looks like he's holding a gun to his head, so I thought
Love is a battlefield. Well, We will put it on the table, and when Amanda gets a minute, she'll come in and rearrange it. You know what, Sam, Lonnie? Let me just say something. We're running over on time. Sam and Lonnie, you see, you were here when Lonnie was here, and then Sam was here. This one here, I'm over here. All of a sudden, she comes in. I'm like, what are you doing? She starts moving things. I'm like, whoa, what are you doing? She arranged the table on me. You see that? Just wanted to fill you in on that.
It was an intervention.
An intervention.
Brave soul right there.
I'm your host, BKP. This is Carla's Corner. You can always find it on our YouTube channel, fyntv.com, fetchyournews.com. You can look it up later as we archive it, or go to fyntv.com and hit our on demand, and you can watch it right there at any time.
And it will be shared on Facebook, because I've started making sure of that, because I think a lot of people.
And it'll be shared on Facebook. And I'm out of time, and you're out of time.
Well, if you'd start on time, we wouldn't be late.
Well, if you could get in the door. I can't help it if you can't get in the door. I'm your host. We'll be right back after these.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World, brand name merchandise at unbelievably low prices. Furniture, appliances, and electronics. Circuit World is locally owned and operated, serving the tri-state area. Circuit World has highly trained professionals to help. Visit your hometown Circuit World today. 3 locations in Georgia, LJ, Blue Ridge, and Blairsville, Franklin, and Murphy, North Carolina. No credit checks, so let Circuit World deliver to you today.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on-site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East LJ. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Schottenkirk Ford in Jasper. Highway 515 South, Jasper. SchottenkirkFordJasper.com.
Medium Pizza Hut pizzas just $5.99 each.
Did they say Pizza Hut?
For $5.99?
Yes, and yes.
Yes. Introducing the deal you want on the pizza you crave. 2 medium pizzas just $5.99 each. No one out pizzas the hot.
I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. I always enjoy Carla's Corner. I enjoy when Carla comes in. I have a lot of fun. Now, Amanda, I made a promise, because I made a promise that on Thursday mornings before Carla got here, my first half hour, that I would bring it down a little, not get because Carla's Corner and everything, and I don't want to get all worked up. I said, I'm going to bring it down a little. So Thursday's a little tough on me. You know what I'm saying?
Just couldn't keep it down, could you?
No.
Don't set the bar too high.
Don't set the bar too high. I have a question for you. You really went on the World Wide Web. The worldwide. I mean, we could have somebody logged in Japan right this second. All right? They may be wanting to watch the show to get pumped up for the Olympics. And you went and asked me about dueling pianos. Really? So I come on here and I talk about Uranium One and Sid Blumenthal and Hillary Clinton, and I break all this stuff down and I study this, and I know how Congress actually works and operates for the most part, allocating who allocates funds and things like that. But you thought dueling piano stumped me. No, I'm just saying. You
know what? I'm going to be completely honest. And, I follow what's going on in the world and everything on Capitol Hill, too. But last week, I will admit, I had to Google dueling pianos.
You had to Google it?
Yep.
So you had to Google it, right?
I had to Google it.
So you Google it. But then you make me look like. What do you mean you don't know? You did it like everybody knows. Everybody knows.
The record straight. I understand dueling, 2 pianos, but what do? They play side by side. That's the part that kind of stumped me.
That stumped you?
That stumped me.
Did you really tell people that stumped you? Because
I know.
I'm looking to you to help me do research.
I'm going to shut up now.
Okay. Okay, kids are being forced to learn about white privilege in school. Why did you pick that story out?
Well, I can't cuss on air, but it's
You can't use foul language on it?
I can't use foul language, but it's bullcrap.
Okay, we'll go with that. We'll use the BS. It will let everybody wonder, right? Public schools now forcing kindergarten students to study, white privilege. One public school district in Minnesota is teaching, they're teaching, one public school in Minnesota is teaching radical social justice to 5-year-olds, kindergarten students in Edwin School District in Edina, Minnesota. I think it's Edina, Minnesota, are introduced to the concept of white privilege in their classes. So that story caught your eye, huh?
Sure did, and we're teaching kids, you're trying to teach them about, completely eliminating racism, but now you're wanting to turn the tables on people being racist against Caucasian. It makes no sense.
You took it straight to Caucasians.
Yes.
Those daggone Caucasians.
I know, those freaking white people.
Oh, easy! Easy! Slow your roll there, player. You're getting into some dangerous ground. Oh my gosh. First the BS and then the friggin' white people and easy there. So Amanda goes every day now, and she's looking up things that are of interest to her, and she sends them to me, and I check them out. And we don't have time to do all the stories, but why did you feel when you came across the Daily Wire leftist hysterical over Trump's military parade? Warn they'll lie down in front of tanks. Now, for those of you out there, and I'll give Amanda an opportunity to tell me why she wanted to highlight this story today, but on Wednesday, a movement was started by hysterical leftists terrified of the prospect of a military parade suggested by President Trump. The leftists boasted what they would lie down in front of a tank if such parade was held. Now, Tiananmen Square, we all remember, this is how whacked out these people are. This is how messed up. Now, for those of you my age, we'll go with that, whatever it may be, remember Tiananmen Square. And we remember in China that tank actually running that protester over. We watched it right here. We watched that tank run a protester over in China in Tiananmen Square, okay, at a military parade, all right? Military parade. So why was this of interest to you, Amanda, this article here?
Have you ever seen Mean Girls?
I don't know if I've ever... No, I haven't. Where is this going? No, I haven't seen Mean Girls, okay?
Okay, so this is part in Mean Girls where Gretchen says fetch all the time, like she's trying to make fetch happen. You've never heard of that?
No.
Okay, so Regina finally gets mad at her one day because she keeps saying fetch. She's trying to make fetch cool, because fetch, if something is so fetch, it's cool. And these people, they're trying to make fetch happen, and it's not going to happen. It's already happened. Like, this, just stop. Like, we've already done this. This was back in the 60s. Like, we're over it. Oh, okay, and did you see the tweet on that article from Arn Manconi?
Yeah.
And it says, we already have 13 people who signed up to lay down in front of the tanks if Trump brings out the military parade. Will you join us? Like, you can't even spell check? You see that?
Yeah, but I have to be cautious on when I criticize for spell checking.
Yeah. What was it last week?
Hey, no.
The horse?
No, yeah, White Horse instead of White House. Okay. So
I didn't do that.
Military parade. They are going nuts that the president wants to honor veterans and having a military parade. So anyhow, okay, so we'll get back to that in a minute. We're going to start a segment next week. We're working on it now. Amanda's picking out stories throughout the day that she's highlighting of interest that she has. So we're going to start next week a little area of time where, we let Amanda tell us why these stories are of interest. I have one more. I can't pass this one up, though, Amanda. Let's go with this one here because I thought it was hilarious.
What you got?
I thought this was hilarious because I ran across this also, and you sent this to me. Lawmakers push to make Tide Pods less appetizing. Is that serious? Like, do you ever read these things and do a double take and say, is that what they really said? Do you do that? Like,
imagine what the people at Tide are thinking. Could you imagine being that CEO of Tide and reading this request from the government? Like, really?
No.
We have to urge people not to eat Tide. We're talking about adults.
No, but the sentence says lawmakers push to make Tide Pods less appetizing, right? So what my vision is all the men and women in the little white lab coats, all right? And they're in the Tide Research Center, because they have the research center, right? And the guy walks in, and he's the mean guy, and he's got the cigar, and he opens the door, and he says, I don't want these. I want you to make these damn Tide Pods so damn nasty that kids won't chew on them. Quit making them so damn appetizing. Hey, Fred, I seen you spread a Tide Pod on your sandwich last week. You know what you're up to. Quit with the bacon flavor, right? I mean, you know what I mean? I know I'm not joking around, but when you read this, less appetizing, you're thinking.
I wonder. No, it actually when I read the article, it made me think like, what am I missing out on? It kind of made me want to try a Tide Pod.
Amanda, there's a point where you're supposed to stop, and you were supposed to stop before that was said. Okay. Oh, I knew there was trouble, but I'm with you, man. Quit making the bacon flavored Tide Pods in there. You feel like the dog that's got bacon. That's like the damn kids. You understand? Holy smokes. Okay.
I don't buy Tide Pods, so we don't have to worry about that.
No, don't try a Tide Pod, please.
It's just asking for it.
Okay, so let me get to this, all right? So today is shutdown day, all right? And I just want to ask this question because I'm confused because, I don't have, I always say this, all right? I could never, I used to say this, but then now Trump is president, but I could never be president. I used to say I could never be president because I don't have the education to bankrupt the country. I can't be president because I didn't go to Harvard, Yale, Columbia, Brown. I do not have the education necessary to bankrupt the country. All right, so I can't be president. I'm still living in a world where, I know how silly this sounds. And actually, people do laugh at me when, the power bill is $198 and I got $136. And I'm, calling the power company, say, can you let me slide a week, because they actually just don't say, well, we'll settle for the 136. I know that's silly. I can give you a list. See, most Americans kindly know when the bank account's empty that they got to figure out something else till it replenishes. Not our government, because I don't want to go too deep, folks, but I always like to remind you, you do know the Federal Reserve was named federal just to give you the impression that it was related to the federal government. But there's nothing about the Federal Reserve that is the federal government, okay? So you always got to remember, and I always like to let you know this, you are the collateral. Look at yourself. You're the collateral, okay? They borrow the money, you are the collateral. They have made an agreement. Let me just break this down, okay? They have made an agreement, all right, that if the government cannot pay the debt, the government has agreed to take your money. Now you're screaming on the other end of the camera, okay? No, that's not going to happen. You're just trying to give us fear. You think one day they're just going to close my bank account and take my $2.98 out without asking me. That's right. Now let me bring this down to the local level. All right? Maybe like dueling pianos. Let's bring it down to where like we understand the dueling pianos. Okay, your county sells a bond. All right? You go and you vote that, hey, you know what? I want this and I want that in my county. So what you're really doing is approving the county to sell a bond, right? So the county goes out, sells a bond, $60 million bond, right? $60 million bond, all right? And the county says to the people that they buy the bond from, here's what we'll do. We will guarantee don't you call me a liar, I know this for a fact. We will guarantee if we can't pay back out of the revenue, the tax revenue we collect, right? You're paying property tax. Okay, you pay property tax, all right? And I cannot stand that. Now we're going to get me worked up, okay? But you pay for your house your whole life, but you're not done. You didn't pay for it because you still need the services provided. You need services. So you lived your whole life. My damn grandmother and grandfather lived their whole lives in their 80s and did not realize they needed all these damn services, okay? But you and I, we have to have these services provided by the government, okay? So that being said, you have property tax. So when they sign the bond, they say, we guarantee we will make this payment every quarter to the bond holding company for the $100 million courthouse or whatever it may be, library, school, whatever. We guarantee we will make that bond payment out of the property tax that comes in. But we will also guarantee to use the people, the citizens in our area as collateral, meaning we hold the rights to up their property tax. So if we see we can't make the $5 million payment on the first of the month, we'll take it from them and give to you because you will come first. Now that's a true story, whether you want to believe it or not. You are the collateral for the bonds in your county. You are the collateral. Now, don't tell me you don't understand that, because some of you in the county that I may be broadcasting from has gotten a tax bill that your property tax went up $500,000. Why'd it go $500,000? Because we guaranteed the bondholders that you, the collateral, would pay the debt. So, getting back to that, nobody talks about the debt. Nobody. Now, I am, for one, not a Republican. I've always said jokingly, and I don't want my good Republican friends, there's some good Republicans out there, friends that get upset. I just always say the Republicans told us a better lie, okay? When was the last time you heard repeal Obamacare? Nah, hell, they fell for that. The dumb masses, the sheep followed. They fell over the edge. They're all dead. They fell for that. The hell with that Obamacare. They have already, now I'm getting off here a little bit, Amanda, but pay attention, damn it. They have already decided that repealing Obamacare is not in the top 5 campaign promises for upcoming 2018. It doesn't have quite that crisp. It's not lettuce. It doesn't have that, it's like stale now. It doesn't snap when you say repeal Obamacare. So they've moved that down. Watch in 2018 how many candidates will run on repeal Obamacare, right? So I've always said the Republicans just told us a better lie. I'm sorry, I got some good Republican friends. Don't get upset. Don't get all upset, all right? That being said, there's this thing called the debt. And the Republicans last time, we had Dennis Hastert. And Dennis Hastert, Amanda, get ready for this. Because this is going to be bad. And this is going to be something I shouldn't say. But I'm going for it, all right?
Go for it.
All right, Dennis Hastert was Speaker of the House, Republicans, okay? And Dennis Hastert spent money like a drunken, pedophile, high school wrestling coach.
Wow.
Look it up. Look it up. Tell me I'm wrong. He went to prison. Dennis Hastert went to prison. Well, I know you're going to yell right now. You're going to yell, well, Dennis Hastert went to prison because he transferred $10,000 and yes, he was making hush money payments, damn it. I'm not going down that road. I don't care what he did with his money, but he was paying hush money to the kids that he coached in wrestling. So I know I said it. I could have reeled that back, but I get so damn tired of this glossing over things, okay? But here, let me get back to the point. So Dennis Hastert, he's got the house, okay? And you got Dennis Hastert, and you got, I think, oh man, I drew a blank on the majority leader, Fisk, Dr. Fisk was his name or whatever. He is the majority leader in the Senate, and you got George W. Bush, right? Spending money, boom, Abramoff. Remember Abramoff? The good old days, Abramoff went to prison, didn't he? Spending money. Look, Donald Trump, I'm going to tell you, I support you. I'm not all whacked out over the military, parade. It doesn't bother me, okay, whatever. I support you on the border security. But you're going to tell me that we let Mitch McConnell and Chuck Schumer, you got a picture of Mitch McConnell and Chuck Schumer? Oh, that's funny. That's hilarious. So we got Dumb and Dumber, all right? Amanda, that wasn't nice.
I thought it was appropriate.
Okay, put up Mitch and, all right. So we got, the Senate is voting on a 2-year budget Thursday. Now, folks, for those that are happy over this budget, those that are exciting, those that are cheering, the log jam has been broken, okay? I'm not one of them that's cheering that the two of these people have come together and announced there's a 2-year budget deal. I'm not. Now, I get tired of being yelled at unpatriotic, but wasn't it just 2 days ago the Pentagon, and just type it in, Amanda, tell me what the number is in a minute. The Pentagon's first can't find $800 million. Is it $800 billion or million? Just let me know. Just throw me a number in here in a minute. Pentagon can't find in the very first audit $800 million, right?
They can't account for $800 million.
Right. Can't account for $800 million, all right? I don't know. It was behind the chair when I left the house, okay? So that's why the mattress is lumpy at home. So anyhow, that being said, I get tired of being told like or being looked at like I'm not patriotic. Don't test me. Okay? All right? I'm patriotic. But to make a 2-year deal, according to increases, defense spending will go up $80 billion in the first fiscal year in 2018 and $85 billion in 2019. Now we've gone nuts over $15 billion for a border wall. We've decided to shut the whole world down over the border wall and appropriating $25 billion. We've gone nuts over that. Border security. But no, the military, $80 billion the first year, $85 billion the second. Now, while raising non-defense spending, meaning domestic spending, raising it. You need to look in. There's not enough time on this show into what domestic spending. See, that's the deal that Dumb and Dumber made. Okay? While raising non-defense, this is not defense, domestic spending by $63 billion, and the next year $68 billion. Oh my God! I swear to God, where is the nitro when I need it? I mean, come on! Are you serious? All right. Now, where will the non-defense domestic spending of $63 billion and $68 billion go? Where will that go? Okay? Where will it go? This is an increase over and above what we're spending now. Now, we've just done a tax reform bill, and I'm not knocking the president, but I'm just trying to keep it real. This is what happened when what would Chappelle say now? This is what happens when keeping it real goes wrong, okay? I'm just trying to keep it real, folks. We just passed a tax reform bill that the CBO score, don't yell at me, I'm not into all the CBO score, but we had all of this attack that the tax reform bill would increase the debt $1 trillion over 10 years, right? So I'm not going down that road, but if the tax reform bill, are you really looking for new tax revenue from the economy to cover this increased spending? I mean, I'm going to tell you, they're going to come out today and they're going to talk about Sidney Blumenthal, and I'm going to do that in a minute. They're going to talk about, the corruption where Obama and Hillary and all of them should be in prison. And I agree. But I just don't know. I wish somebody would think about, well, wait a minute. No, this is not a very good deal for America. We don't need to raise all this spending. What if we need more military spending, why don't we adjust it out of some other areas to put over in the military? Non-domestic, pay attention. Non-defense, domestic spending, $63 billion. They're going to come out and say, oh, we're going to put this many billion into opiate addiction treatment. Oh, and the white people will cheer. Oh, they will get out there on Long Island and they'll get out in the Hamptons and they'll drink wine and they'll cheer, okay, for the poor little white addicted kids to opiate, and they'll give. Look, folks, let me say something. I don't want to get stuck on this. But you do need to come to grips that, okay, treatment centers are a big business in this country. You need to come to grips. When a treatment center for addictions, okay, whether it be, Anthony Weiner or Rosenstein, or not Rosenstein, not him, he's got a different problem. What was the guy that, Harvey Weinstein, whether it be that, whether it be drunks, whether it be pills, I don't care what, addiction treatment is big business. And when they actually trade on the open market, something bad wrong. So I'm gonna keep an eye on that. But here's the one I like, saying BKP says facetiously, we're gonna throw out that debt ceiling thing. Just throw it out to 2019. Let's get that pesky little debt ceiling thing. It suspends the debt ceiling until March of 2019, ensuring Congress won't have to deal with the legislative headache until after this year's midterm elections. Okay? You see, Congress thinks, the Democrats think they have it in the bag. They think they have the argument. And what they do historically, okay? So if you think, put Dumb and Dumber back up, okay? If you follow historic trends, okay? Mitch McConnell and Chuck Schumer there, historically, it is true that midterms to a president's first term can be a little rocky for the majority party. You could lose seats. Okay, Clinton lost seats. George Bush lost seats. Now I'm not saying it's going to happen, but historical trends, the Democrats are going with the algorithm, okay? They're going with the algorithm that in 2018, they've got it anyway. They do not need the budget to fight. They do not need the debt ceiling to fight, okay? They have their issues, and that's what they think. So they're bragging that this is going to move any argument of debt ceiling, any argument of budget past the 2018 midterms. But Dumb and Dumber, Dumb Schumer there, I'm sorry, I shouldn't do that. March of 2019, what will be going on? Oh, the next presidential election. So in March of 2019, it'll be just in time to shut the government down, or just in time to explode this issue as President Donald Trump tries to run for office again, probably, right? See, March, and then November will be election, right? I could be wrong. We'll see. Folks, I am so angry at this budget deal. that they're calling a budget deal. Because what do I tell you every day? You come in here, I tell you, look, folks, okay, anytime you see something blown up on the media, go look for the underlying, all right? So the media hyped up the shutdown 3 weeks ago. But everything was saved because there was a CR. A CR was passed. A continuing spending resolution, right? Let's see if those cost-sharing deferred payments for Obamacare come out of any of that money, right? So 3 weeks ago, oh my God, we were going to collapse over a shutdown. And the last thing, not an American was affected, not a one. If you are a government worker and you worked for the government on that Monday, you got a 3-day weekend. That's what you got, with pay. Not one American was hurt by the shutdown, the crisis, the looming catastrophe. Not one American was harmed while making this deception. Oh, that was pretty good, Amanda. I like that. Not one American was harmed while making the deception that the world was going to end over this shutdown. But yet, they put enough fear into you out there, the media did, that God forbid 3 weeks later we can't go through that again. What the hell did we go through? We didn't go through anything. I swear to God, 3 weeks ago, the shutdown, the shutdown, the shutdown, the shutdown. I mean, MSNBC had a barbershop quartet come in and do shutdown, the shutdown, right? Oh my God. Nothing happened. But America has been, the mind control and the manipulation has been sold a bill of goods for 3 weeks later. My God, we can't go through that again. I mean, there's no way I can endure another government shutdown like the last one. So let's just do it all. Let's just spend another $300-400 billion over above. Boom. Oh, I feel much better. I'm sorry. I know what that sounds like. Sounds like I'm treating America dumb. But folks, the manipulation that we continue to go through, I'm just going to ask you, President Trump, please. Okay? We need a net zero budget. We need it needs to be deficit neutral. Okay? It's time to balance the budget. Okay, it's time to balance the budget, zero-based balancing, okay, budgeting, balance the budget, and then reduce the debt. It's time, okay? Because let me tell you what's happening, folks. QE1, QE2, and QE3, the feds are saying they want their money back now from the discount window. Remember when you were getting it? Feds are saying, we think we want you to sell off $40 billion worth of treasuries a month and give us our money back. You're the collateral. Don't forget it. Take a break, Amanda.
Had the time of my life. I never felt like this before. I swear it's a
Tupelo Tea mission is to provide over 80 premium tea blends for tea lovers who are looking for ways to explore new flavors and blends. Come visit Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Be sure to sample our various varieties of honey and tea. Visit us on the web at tupelotea.com or call us at 706-946-TEAS. That's TEAS. Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge.
Better days ahead.
Tis the season of huge year-end discounts at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Every 2017 and 2018 Chevy is discounted deep right now. Like $5,000 off Equinox LT from $26,750, or a whopping $10,000 off new Silverado Crew Cabs from $33,695. Unwrap huge holiday savings on every Chevy at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where we make the holidays bright.
Better days ahead. Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Ah, yeah. It might be cold outside, but there's no one cooler than you. You're the man with a plan, doing your thing like only you can. You're cooking up more than just a delicious dinner for two. You're preparing that delectable dish spelled L-O-V-E. Heat things up this Valentine's Day at Ingles. Low prices, love the savings.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ella next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ella next to Walmart.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
Two.
All right, folks, I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. North Georgia's only live online morning show. Now, hold on, I was looking at something. Anyhow, okay, today's Thursday, right? So I'm trying to get my dates. Is today Thursday?
It's
right.
Thursday.
Okay. So tomorrow we will be, folks, at Circuit World in Blue Ridge. Circuit World in Blue Ridge tomorrow, Friday. We do our show there. And on Friday at 8:15 we have Ask the Doc with Dr. William Whaley. Now we thank the Georgia Cancer Specialist for that. Now, if you ever want to send Doc Whaley a question, you send that to info, I-N-F-O, at fetchernews.com and put into the subject area there, Ask the Doc, and we'll get your question to Dr. Whaley. At 8:45, we have the All-Star Political Panel, Rick, Bruce, Jane, and BKP. If you would ever like to be on our All-Star Political Panel, send me a message, chief@fetchernews.com, and say, hey, I'd like to be on the All-Star Political Panel, and we'll get you in there. We'd love to have more people involved. Then at 9:30, We have North Georgia Week in Review, Team FYN Sports North Georgia Week in Review. Hey, folks, we have a lot of wrestling going on, and it's going to be a big report Friday. And that's Jason Banks, the head of Team FYN Sports. He'll be doing that Friday morning and at 9:30, and then we always round out tomorrow morning. We round out our Pet of the Week at 9:45. 9:45 is the Pet of the Week, and that's from the Humane Society of Blue Ridge. Now, I've only got 14 minutes here. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, no, wait a minute. Why didn't you get into this and get into that and whatever? Let's play the video of Obama lying, which you're seeing all the time on TV. So let's start with that. Let's tell the video of Obama lying, okay?
Excellent ability to carry out her duties.
Mr. President, when you say what you've just said, when Josh Earnest said, as he did, your spokesman, in January, the information from the Justice Department is she's not a target, some people, I think, are worried whether or not the decision, whether or not how to handle the case will be made on political grounds, not legal grounds. Can you guarantee to the American people, can you direct the Justice Department to say Hillary Clinton will be treated as the evidence goes, she will not be in any way protected?
I can guarantee that. And I can guarantee that not because I give Attorney General Lynch a directive. That is institutionally how we have always operated. I do not talk to the Attorney General about pending investigations. I do not talk to FBI directors about pending investigations. We have a strict line and always have maintained it, previous presidents.
Just to button this up.
I guarantee it. I guarantee that there is no political influence in any investigation conducted by the Justice Department or the FBI, not just in this case, but in any case.
And she will be
full stop, period.
And she will be treated no differently?
Guaranteed, full stop. Nobody gets treated differently when it comes to the Justice Department because nobody is above the law.
Even if she ends up as the Democratic nominee?
How many times do I have to say it, Chris? Guaranteed.
Finally, we've seen...
Nobody gets treated different. Nobody. Nobody, Chris. How many times do I have to say it, Chris? Nobody. Except if the unimaginable happens and Donald Trump becomes president. I wonder, with the people that are wanting Donald Trump to speak to Robert Mueller under oath, I wonder if they will want, after that interview, and what we do know to be factual, I wonder if they will want Obama, if Mueller will call Obama to speak under oath. Wonder if they're going to be concerned with him and perjury. Wonder. Folks, we know on September 2nd, a text was sent. Now, if you are in the media, and if you're in the media and you're hearing them tell you today that, let me find my article. I had it up here just a minute ago, but my article here, I got it. If you're in the media and they tell you, what they're telling you is they're telling you at the time this text message was sent, and just find the pictures when I mention them. Let's go back to Strzok and Lisa Page. All right. Page wrote, this is what Lisa Page wrote, FBI attorney, wrote to Strzok on September 2nd, 2016, about prepping Comey because POTUS, President of the United States, wants to know everything we're doing. That's in the message. Senate investigations told Fox News this text raises questions about Obama's personal involvement with the Clinton email investigation. Now, they're going to tell you that when she sends the text, it says the President of the United States wants to know everything that's going on. They're going to tell you that on July 5th, Comey came out and said the investigation's over. So it does not pertain to, is what they're going to tell you, is it does not pertain to the Hillary Clinton scandal. Folks, that's a lie. Okay? That's flat out a lie. Okay? POTUS wants to know everything. Among a newly disclosed text, Strzok also calls Virginians who voted against them, FBI Director McCabe's wife for state senate, ignorant hillbillies. All right? Now, we can go on and on about this. All right? Then, the latest batch of text messages between Strzok and Page show more examples of deep state opposition to Donald Trump, including a text sent on Election Day. This is Election Day 2016. Oh my God, all right? Effing terrifying, the text said. That's from Lisa Page. Effing terrifying. Strzok replied, wonder when the insurance plan kicked in. Strzok replied to Page with a text saying, oh my God, I'm so depressed. Later that month, on November 13, Page wrote, I brought all the president's men, figure I need to brush up on Watergate. Page wrote the next day, God being here makes me angry. Lots of highfalutin national security talk. Meanwhile, we have our task ahead of us. Our is O-U-R. It is capitalized. The list goes on. Don't ever text me again, Strzok said when she wrote, it's unclear what that meant. I don't know. Just say it. Now, that was September 2nd. Comey came out July 5th. But don't forget, later to Congress on October 28th, okay, a letter was written. On October 28th, Hillary Clinton would probably be president, is what they say in this article, if FBI Director James Comey had not sent a letter on October 28th. Am I right here? Is September 2nd before the 28th of October? September, October, would that be correct? The letter which said the FBI had learned of existing emails that appear to be pertinent to the investigation, okay? So, where did they get these emails? They got them off of Anthony Weiner's computer. Remember? Let me see the article here that I have. I'm trying to find the article. October 23rd, Barrett, who was then reporting for the Wall Street Journal, reported on McCabe's wife having received hundreds of thousands of dollars. Here it is. Late September, early October, McCabe became aware, late September, all right, aware of new emails which were recovered from a laptop belonging to disgraced former Congressman Anthony Weiner, the husband of top Clinton aide Uma Abedin. What we know and why the President of the United States was keeping his eye on everything, what we know, sources tell us that the NYPD that's confiscated his computer said to the FBI, you make the announcement or we will. Okay? You make the announcement or we will. I've got 5 minutes. I didn't have enough. I probably shouldn't have spent so much time on the budget, but it just sickens me what they keep doing. All right. Let me see if I've got any pictures I didn't go through. Mitch and Truck, Uranium 1. We know that the Uranium 1, we know the scandal there is true. And let me just highlight this because they're trying to tell you, if you will look at what's going on, they're trying to tell you that the Department of Justice has apparently debunked GOP's phony Uranium One scandal. That's Mother Jones on February 6th, okay? Department of Justice has debunked it. I don't think they've debunked the Uranium One scandal because we have right here from the Hill, okay, Uranium One informant makes Clinton allegations to Congress. The FBI informant connected to Uranium One controversy told 3 congressional committees in a written statement that Moscow routed millions of dollars to America with the expectation it would be used to benefit Bill Clinton's charity efforts while Secretary of State Clinton quarterbacked a reset in Russia relations. Don't have time to go in. It's APCO, American lobbying firm APCO Worldwide. They got the contact called for 4 payments of $750,000 over 12 months. We have enough evidence to hold Hillary Clinton for some time. Sid Blumenthal, part of the dossier. Go to Sid Blumenthal there, okay? Trey Gowdy hints Sid Blumenthal involved in creating Trump dossier. Representative Trey Gowdy, Republican South Carolina, seemed to suggest Tuesday that Clinton ally Sid Blumenthal was connected to the controversial, unverified Trump dossier. Sid Blumenthal's involved. I tell you, America, I know we are waiting. We're waiting for someone to go to prison, okay? I know we are. Bombshell, FBI informant in Uranium One scandal testifies against Obama. Here's what he said. I was frustrated watching the U.S. government make numerous decisions benefiting Rosatom and Tenex while those entities were engaged in serious criminal conduct on U.S. soil. All right? So I don't think we've debunked the Uranium One, okay? I probably shouldn't start anything else. Let's see if there's anything I left out, okay? Trying to find something, make sure. Clinton Foundation. Oh, yeah, Sidney Blumenthal, just while we have it here. Clinton Foundation, this goes all the way back. This story goes back to Thursday, May 28, 2015. Clinton Foundation paid Sidney Blumenthal, okay, $10K a month as he advised Hillary, okay? Sidney Blumenthal, lifetime Clinton family associate, okay, made $10,000 a month as an employee of the Clinton Foundation while he advised Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, according to Thursday's report from Politico. According to the report, which cited multiple sources familiar with the arrangement, Blumenthal was employed by the foundation full-time from 2009 to 2013. He had become a consultant of the organization, which was founded by Bill Clinton. I'm just telling you, the list goes on. It's only a 2-hour show. I had a great time. Thank you for your input today, Amanda. Tomorrow morning we will be at Circuit World in Blue Ridge. Tomorrow morning. And what is our Gerber baby's name again? Let's end with that. What's his name again?
It's Lucas Warren.
Lucas Warren from Dalton, Georgia, is our Gerber baby of the year. Way to go, Lucas. You're beautiful. We started with a smile. We'll end with a smile. There's Lucas from Dalton, Georgia. There he is. He's this year's Gerber baby from Dalton, Georgia. First has Down syndrome. And we'll be at Circuit World in Blue Ridge at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. Ask the Doc, All-Star Political Panel, Team FYN Sports Week in Review, Pet of the Week, Amanda, BKP, Rick, Jane, Dr. Whaley, Bruce, Sam, JR will be there, the manager. It's 10 o'clock. I'm out. I got to go to the Gilmer Network lunch this afternoon. Take us out of here.